Yo, what up? It's TheyCallHimAP. We unfiltered at the table. What's happening?
Right now. So, I appreciate you coming, bro. This is Unfiltered at the Table.
Yeah.
New series I got.
Yeah.
I want you to be vulnerable. You're going to pull the questions from right there.
Yeah.
Answer them to the best of your ability.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's tell a good story.
Sound easy.
It sounds easy. These questions ain't. Alright, you ready?
Yup.
Go ahead.
What's the name of this chapter of your life? Man, this chapter is shit. Man, I have to say it's a rebuilding phase. So I mean, I have to call it something in regard to that. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in a phase of my life where I'm learning myself again. And I feel like as adults we all go through that, especially as men. You know what I'm saying? Especially people that's chasing something, you know, that's been dedicated to it for a long time. I feel like, you know, this chapter is real different from me. It's the first time I've been alone, you know, like that for real. So, you know, that's what this is. What's the one question you've always wanted an answer to? Shit. When is it my turn? I feel like everybody got that question though. You know what I'm saying? You see things happen for people. You see things happen all around. You know, you just as motivated. You work just as hard, if not harder, than people. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta wonder like, shit. When is it my turn finally? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a question that I always had that's a question I always wanted to answer to, even since I was young, since I was doing this shit at an early age. You know what I'm saying? For real. What's one song that symbolizes you? Love Yourz by J. Cole. I feel like that's one of the hardest songs in the world, because regardless of all the shit I went through, you know what I'm saying, that brought me to where I am today, I love my life. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think regardless, I always find a way to find the positive out of whatever situation I was in, because I think that's necessary in, you know, trying to elevate yourself, trying to keep yourself afloat even, you know what I'm saying? For real. So I think Love Yourz is a good reputation, a song that describes me and how I feel. Man, I love my life and I'm a grateful person. And shit, go listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Share the story of your first heartbreak. Damn.
It can be relationship-wise, life-wise, anything.
Yeah, I mean, life-wise, honestly, my first heartbreak was losing my best friend when I was 19 years old. You feel me? Like, that shit changed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Losing somebody that you with every day, that you talk to every day. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, it's an undescribable feeling to a person that ain't never been through it. If you've been through it, you understand, like, a piece of you leave with them people, for real. A piece of you leave with your loved ones, you know what I'm saying, your friends, you know, a piece of you leave with them people, you know what I'm saying? That was my first heartbreak, for real. If you could change one aspect of your life, what would it be? To be born into money. You know what I'm saying? Because that changes the aspect for my whole family, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that if I was born into money and I had the opportunities to do what I'm doing now, this shit would have been something else. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you're a different person when you ain't in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't really know what that's like. You feel me? So yeah, I think, you know, that's it for that one. What's an apology you never got to give? Honestly, I don't got one. Cause I feel like I own up to my shit. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, you know, I'm not a person that just, you know, I'm okay being a villain in people's story, but I'm not okay being a bad person. As long as I know I'm the person, you know what I'm saying, I'm representing myself the way I always feel like should be respected and shit like that. Like I don't know too much shit. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I tell people when I'm wrong. My friends, my loved ones, I tell motherfuckers when I'm wrong. So, you know, I don't even think I got one of them. Straight up. What's one trait about yourself that holds you back? I show too much love. You know what I'm saying? I think that at the end of the day, you know, everybody need love and shit like that, but I feel like the people who get the most love receive the least. And I feel like with all the love I gave, I should be getting the most love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I show way too much love. And this shit it's hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? And you see selfish people that don't show no love, you know what I'm saying, succeeding and doing the things they want to do, and it make you wonder, like, damn, should I be more selfish? Should I think about myself more? Should I put myself first more? And I feel like, shit, the answer to that is hell yeah. So, what is a chance you wish you took? I wish I traveled more when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I was too worried about what was going on at home and the people at home and different shit, just all kinds of reasons, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like was keeping me from getting on them planes and shit a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? I just had too much other shit going on, too much outside noise. You know what I'm saying? I wish I'd have got on them airplanes and did what I was supposed to do at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a chance I wish I took. I wish I would have just took every risk that came up. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the outcome would have been. What's the most difficult thing you've had to accept? That you could love something that don't love you back, for real. And you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people use that in a cliche term when they think of things like the streets and all that type of shit, but you don't know real pain until you love somebody that don't love you back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's some shit I wouldn't wish on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think the most difficult thing I've had to accept was that somebody that I love deeply don't love me. You know what I'm saying? That shit changed you for real. Straight up. Yep.
It's raining.
Yep. What are you afraid of? I think the hardest thing I went through was losing my sister. You know what I'm saying? As we get older, the scariest thought is that it's gonna happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, you know, I got 6 siblings and shit, and you know, a family that's all still here. The scariest thing is that, you know, as we age, shit, we gonna start losing more people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the thing I'm most afraid of. It's like, damn, you know, that shit's scary. For real. What's the hardest lesson you've had to learn? The hardest lesson I've had to learn is that it's always something better, for real. It's always something people want to see more. They want to hear more. You know what I'm saying? Something that other people is more into. And I think the hardest lesson you learn when you putting yourself out there is that shit, your shit ain't gonna get accepted. For real, in some places. You know what I'm saying? But the good part about that is if you continue on after that, you find your people, you find your tribe. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I go to people concerts. I go to artists that I hate concert, because just to get in that room and see all them people is a reassuring feeling. That I hate this shit, but these people love this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was a tough lesson to learn, but it taught me something real important in doing music and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's one experience that changed your life? I'm thinking a good one. When I was in high school, we went to a camp called Young Life. You heard of Young Life before? Young Life was like, they was trying their hardest to, well, at least in our neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, where they was doing it at East and George and all that. They was trying their hardest to incorporate God into the lives of kids that, like, you know, we didn't necessarily, we wasn't religious. We went to church and stuff like that, but after Sunday gone, you know what I'm saying, them kids, we ain't praying, we on bullshit, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And they found a way to bring God to us in a way that, you know, not only did we accept, but like we embraced, because it built relationships and made experiences that we never would have had without that. We went to a camp in California. They made us leave our phones, you know what I'm saying, for a week. We was able to, man, we did go-kart racing, bike riding, swimming, rafting, obstacle courses. I'm talking about, bro, they had something to do every day, all day. The whole time. It was the most fun I ever had. And I think from Montbello, like, the kids needed something positive. And I know the kids from the east side needed it. I know the kids from Park Hill needed it. We was all on them buses together. We love that shit. Shout out Show. You know what I'm saying? Show became my nigga on that trip. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, shit. You know, Young Life was something that changed my life for real, straight up. What's your favorite quality about yourself? How I rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm most proud of that shit because, like, I'm really my favorite rapper for real. You know what I'm saying? And I say that shit proudly. It ain't to be arrogant or nothing, but I really listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? And I love seeing people's reaction when they hear my shit. I love presenting my shit to people who ain't heard it. You know what I'm saying? I do that shit confidently. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't change that at all. Straight up, for real. What inspires you? Honestly, just seeing other people win. It don't really matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? I like watching all types of. I be on the internet just liking positive shit all day long. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing positivity. I love seeing people overcome things. And I think as a human, you should be able to see that type of shit and become inspired every day. You know what I'm saying? You see some people succeed at something they doing, it inspires you in some type of way every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm inspired by my friends. I love my homies. My homies is all doing shit that I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, I'm inspired by so many things, bro. Like, yeah. When was the time you felt lost, and how did you find your way back? Honestly, shit, I just got back. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to say that because the whole time I just had to keep hold of the thought that, or the idea that this ends. You know what I'm saying? This phase that I'm in ends. Like, you know, you gotta refuse to end your story in these parts of it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, shit, eventually I'm gonna wake up and not feel like this no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, but, you know, eventually I'm gonna wake up and I don't feel like this no more. Shit, I feel good, man. For real. Tell the story of the best day of your life. Shit, the best day of my life was my brother's wedding. I got so motherfucking drunk though, like, but we had so much fun. Excuse me. We had so much fun. We was in California, you know what I'm saying, to see my nigga happy, to see my mama happy, you know what I'm saying, my family and shit was there. Like, I love California anyway. California just do something to you, you know what I'm saying, when you get out there. I think the best day of my life was my brother's wedding, for real. My older brother's wedding. Shout out Tone, man. What up, dog? What trait of yours tends to push people away? I'm not a very consistent person with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get in my own head a lot of the times, and I feel like sometimes I just get weird with people. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, I think a lot of people do that shit, and it don't be nothing against nobody. It's just I'd rather be by myself most of the time, just based on a lot of the shit that, after a lot of the shit that I've been through, and the ways that it made me become. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to hit nobody's phone every day, all day, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched, I seen what it do. I seen what it does to love somebody too hard a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I seen what it does to just want to hang out with your friends too much, or want to be around a person too much. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to do that again. What's something you want to accomplish before death? I gotta get my whole family rich. Like, that's something I feel like I gotta see happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it'll do for my sisters. I know what it'll do for my mama. And I feel like, I know that's a cliche thing to say, but like, what else would I want? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else would you want other than to see all your people straight, for real? Like, yeah. What has been the biggest obstacle during your journey? The biggest obstacle, I think it's distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm good at focusing on things and getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for them other times too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could be a lot more disciplined and, you know, a little more of a fan of repetition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's been the hardest thing for me, is just covering them other spaces and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have been in the gym a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have been at this shit a little bit longer a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? Get some water. Got cotton mouth like a motherfucker. Is it possible to have multiple soulmates? Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I say that because it's possible to love more than one person. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. We're just gonna keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What is something that no one knows about you? Shit, damn. What's something that no one knows about me? Oh, my glasses ain't prescription. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think my glasses is prescription. You know what I'm saying? My glasses ain't prescription. I just fuck with this company, 9.5. You know what I'm saying? They hard. You feel me? So I got impeccable vision. You know what I'm saying? My 20/20 is real good. I can see up the street and read all kind of shit better than y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's something a lot of motherfuckers really don't know like that. Tell the story of the most embarrassing moment of your life. Oh my God. Damn. Let me think. Oh, so when I was young, right? Like, when I first started out rapping, you know what I'm saying? When you a kid, you do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I can't remember what age I was, but it was back in, like, you know what I'm saying, battle rap days and freestyle in the basement type shit. So one time, Lil Wayne rapped some shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, the internet wasn't the biggest at the time, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like everybody got everybody information type shit. So Lil Wayne rapped some shit. I stole Lil Wayne rap, right? Well, I ain't even really steal his rap like that, but this girl was like, "You rap?" I'm like, "Yeah, I rap." You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Spit me something." So I rap for Lil Wayne shit, right? not really knowing nothing, you know what I'm saying, thinking nothing of it, you know, so I rap her some shit. She's like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? And then I later find out that this girl is the biggest Lil Wayne fan. I'm talking about, she know everything about Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? so it's just crazy, like, to me, when I found out, the crazy thing is, she kept it gangster. She ain't never say nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But when I found out, like, just, you know, how big of a Lil Wayne fan she was, I was like, oh my God, my nigga, like, this is so embarrassing, my nigga, like, but shit, good thing I turned out this hard, you feel me? So, you know, it worked out. What scares you the most about what happens next? I'm gonna lose a lot more friends, bro. I'm gonna lose a lot more friends, and I love my people, I love my niggas and shit, but, you know, that's what scares me most about what happens next. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I plan on succeeding, and, you know, it's everybody can't come. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing against nobody. I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know what's gonna do it, but that's the truth about every level of what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the scariest thing about it. But really, I ain't scared about shit that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm anxious for it. I want to see it. So that's the scariest thing. What's something you wish more people understood about you? I don't really see a possibility of, like, being fully understood by nobody, because don't nobody see you how you see yourself. But I dream of being in spaces where I'm accepted regardless of, like I love unconditionally, and when you know what I'm saying, like, when I love people, I love them unconditionally. Like, I want to create a space for them that feels like home. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be hardest to even pinpoint something that I feel like I just wish people were just more open to the type of person I am and to the way I think. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that we all really wish for, you know what I'm saying? But it comes with so many parts, and, you know what I'm saying, I've seen so many people go the other direction that you kind of wonder, like, damn, what part did it? You know what I'm saying? So you never really know, because you thought you was presenting something that they should accept or that they would love or whatever it was, but, you know, so I just want to be accepted for who the fuck I am for real, and do the same for somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't gotta be romantically or nothing like that. It's just the people that I'm around, you know what I'm saying, for real. So, you know. Do you feel like you're on track in life? Yep. I feel like I'm on track because I'm still doing what I love. It's making me money. I'm still the one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like I'm on track. You know what I'm saying? If this were your last moment, what would you say? Shit, I love y'all, nigga. Shit, because I showed my heart the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And that's always what it was. Whenever I encountered whenever it was an encounter with people that was closest to me, they felt that I loved them. You know what I'm saying? I felt that they felt love from me. You know, and like I said earlier, at times for me it felt like I was giving too much love, and that's one of my biggest regrets. But it still ain't changed me though. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. Shit. You feel me?
Yeah. Bro, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
It was some deep questions. It was some questions that really pulled at you.
Yeah, these are hard.
Where can they find you, bro?
Shit. Everywhere. They call him AP, man. Shit. You know. They call him AP. Type that in. You can find me on all the platforms. Everything you need to listen to. Everything you need to watch. You know what I'm saying?
And what we promoting?
We promoting trap. Me and Trev New Tape. You know what I'm saying? It's something different. I feel like they've been waiting, they've been needing, you know what I'm saying? So man, trap. Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. And we out.
Yeah.